Hello, my friends. So today's intention is focused on the back of the leg, the hamstring. So grab a couple blocks, come to your mat, and we'll begin in a gentle seat. So we're going to go through some stretches and also some strengthening poses. Getting right into it and connecting to the breath as we stretch, come into a butterfly position, bringing the soles of the feet together, opening up through the inner thighs. If you want to feel it around to the glute area a little bit more, on into the upper hamstring, you can hinge forward ever so slightly as long as you're keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears. Start to connect to the breath. We're going to extend the right leg nice and long. Bring the left foot into the inner thigh. Inhale the arms up. Top of the exhale, twist. Bottom of the exhale, fold. Fold from the hips. Now, some of us may not be able to go super far today, and that's okay. Test your limit here. See where you are. See how the back of that leg is feeling. These are big muscles we're stretching. Really use the exhale to deepen and release tension. On your next inhale, softly, slowly walk it up. Come to a seat, and then we'll switch sides. Bringing the torso back to center, extending left leg long, right foot to the left inner thigh. Inhale, arms up, nice big inhale. Top of the exhale, twist. Bottom of the exhale, hinge forward and fold. Keep those shoulders down and away from the ears. You always have the option here as well to use blocks under the hands if you need to build the ground up. Continue to breathe. Exhale, see if you can go a little deeper on the exhale. And walk it back up to a nice comfortable seat. So we're going to cross our legs, loop the shoulders back, shine the heart forward, deep breath in, full breath out, and we'll find our tabletop. So from tabletop, we're just going to go right into it, tuck the toes, nice little stretch onto the foot here, pressing the earth away with the hands, and then send the glutes up towards the ceiling, downward facing dog. Pedal it out here, really bend one knee and extend the other. Melt the heart back towards the tops of the thighs. So downward dog is a great overall body stretch, and it's also great for our trunk, our lower half. So walking the dog here a little bit, finding some movement that works for you. And then we're going to extend that right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the heel and bring it really close into that glute. So you want to fire up through the back of that hamstring. Flex the foot. Will help you really feel it here. So saying hello, turning on that hamstring. And then we're going to shift it forward into plank. Bring that knee with us. And step the foot in between the hands. Spinning the back foot completely parallel to the back edge of the mat, we're going to come into our side angle. So invite a block into your space if you need to. And then just float that opposite arm up towards the ceiling. So you're really feeling this in the back of the thigh on the front leg. So we're toning and we're stretching here. And then we're going to start to straighten through that front leg, coming into our triangle pose. This is a great strengthening pose, as well as a nice lengthening pose, elongating that hamstring. We're going to circle back around, bringing the hands to the mat, and then we're going to walk that back foot up, coming into our pyramid pose. Now, for pyramid pose, if you need to use the blocks under hands, you may do so. Otherwise, bring those hands to the mat or even perhaps to the top of that thigh. Lengthening through both legs here, especially that front one. Squaring the hips as best you can. Start to bend into that knee. Stepping it back into plank. You have the option here to take a little vinyasa flow of choice, or depending on how your body's feeling, just press it right back into your downward facing dog. We'll find this on the other side. So lifting the left leg high, bend that knee, bring that heel really close into glute, flex the foot, feel that hamstring fire, that big muscle, fire up, say hello to it, wake it up, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And then from here, we're going to shift the body into plank, plant the foot foot in between the hands. And we're going to come to our side angle on this side. So again, inviting a block into the space if you'd like to. Parallel that back foot so that you protect the knee. And then rise up through the torso. So sending the shoulder back, heart forward. Feeling that toning element on the front leg, lengthening element on the back. And then from here, we'll take it into our Trikonasana triangle pose. Square out the hips if you need to. Breathe right into that lower belly. Really feel the lengthening qualities on the front of that leg. And then cartwheel the hands down. Framing that foot, stepping that back foot to about the middle of the mat, finding our pyramid pose. So really pulling up through the belly here as well, squaring the hips as best you can to really gain the most out of this toning and stretching pose. Lengthening both backs of the legs. And then we'll step it back, find your plank, your option here to vinyasa, or just right back to downward dog. Make sure you're breathing. Press it out in your down dog. From here, we're going to fly the right leg high, step it through. So big, low runner's lunge. So we're going to gently come down to that back knee. You can use a block if you need to under that left hand. We're going to come into our nice dragonfly twist here and do a couple of things with the back leg. So rooting down through that left hand, extend the right leg towards the ceiling or sky, wherever you are. And then from here, see if you can curl the toes and lift that back leg, but really lift up through that hamstring. So envision like there's a string attached to the hamstring and the ceiling is pulling that hamstring up. So a nice lift, a nice tone. And then float that hand down, right hand down, step it back into your plank. Your option to vinyasa, not going to take it away from you, or down dog, whatever your body needs. Opposite side, left leg flies, step it through. First start with a low lunge down on the back knee. A nice little hip flexor stretch, and then plant that right hand, open up into your twist. So nice torso twist here, opening up through the shoulders, opening up through the chest. And then see if you can curl the toes and lift up through that leg. So really charging up through that hamstring, through the back of that kneecap, straightening the leg as best you can without hindering the knee. Float that hand down, step it back into your plank, vinyasa here, or downward dog. Nice and strong through the legs, through the body, through the mind. Pedal it out again here for your down dog, pushing the ground away, really feeling that nice yummy stretch. You should be a little more open now. And then we'll shift forward onto toes, plant the knees, wide knees, coming into our extended child's pose. Getting some nice yummy restorative qualities here in this child's pose. Couple more breaths. And then we'll bring our glutes up to our heels, keeping the knees nice and wide. Just welcoming the heat, welcoming the energy to that region of the body. Deep breath in, full breath out. And then we'll shift forward, take our shins off to one side, and we will meet again in our comfortable meditative seat. So feeling the practice, feeling any tension release, any noticeable tension that still resides in the body, knowing that it takes time, patience, and practice to really get our bodies to where we need to be. Floating hands to heart center, bringing them to your third eye center. Deepest gratitude from my heart to yours. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.